Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn Something with AI. Today, we're looking at one of the largest events of the 20th century, World War I. Ready? Because we're going to embark on a journey through the Great War, examining the countries involved, alliances, the outbreak, key battles, and the conclusion. But before we begin, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss our historical content. To understand World War I, we need to grasp the geopolitical landscape of early 20th century Europe. Picture a continent divided into two major alliances, the Allies and the Central Powers. On one side, you had the Allies, including countries like France, Russia, and later the United Kingdom, Italy, and the United States. The Central Powers, on the other hand, comprised Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. Tensions were rising as these alliances formed, setting the stage for a conflict that would change the course of history. Now, let's talk about how it all started. The spark that ignited the powder keg was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary in Sarajevo in 1914. This event triggered a chain reaction of alliances and declarations of war. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, and soon the alliances came into play. Bound by a treaty with Serbia, entered the conflict. Germany, honoring its alliance with Austria-Hungary, declared war on Russia, and, subsequently, France. Invasion of Belgium drew the United Kingdom into the conflict, marking the official beginning of World War I in 1914. The war was characterized by trench warfare, where soldiers endured harsh conditions, facing constant threats from machine guns, artillery, and gas attacks. Let's take a look at some of the most famous battles that defined this conflict. Battle of the Somme in 1916 and the Battle of Verdun were among the bloodiest, with staggering casualties on both sides. Millions of lives were lost, and the war became a grinding stalemate, entrenched in brutal trench warfare. As the war progressed, new technologies and strategies emerged. The entry of the United States in 1917 tipped the balance in favor of the Allies. The implementation of tanks, airplanes, and evolving tactics began to break the stalemate. Finally, in 1918, the war came to an end. Central Powers crumbled under the pressure, and one by one, armistices were signed. On November 11, 1918, the guns fell silent as the Allies and Germany signed the Armistice of Compiègne. The aftermath of World War I was profound. In 1919, the Treaty of Versailles marked the formal end of the Great War. The treaty was signed in the Palace of Versailles, just outside Paris. The treaty imposed heavy penalties on Germany, including the loss of territory, severe restrictions on its armed forces, and hefty reparations that crippled the German economy. The economic hardships led to political instability and resentment among the German people towards the victorious Allies. This, in turn, paved the way for the rise of Adolf Hitler and the advent of World War II. The Treaty of Versailles, intended to ensure peace, ironically sowed the seeds for another devastating war. The ripple from World War I and the Treaty of Versailles continue to shape our world today. As we look back, let's learn from history and strive for peace and understanding. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll dive deeper into the causes and effects of World War II. We've been discussing the geopolitical consequences of World War I and the Treaty of Versailles, but let's not forget the human cost. The Great War, as it was known, claimed the lives of approximately 10 million military personnel, not to mention an additional 7 million civilian casualties. These numbers, as staggering as they are, don't fully capture the physical and emotional scars left by the war. These wounds were felt not only by those who fought and died, but also by those who survived, and by the families and communities left behind. The world was forever changed by World War I. The conflict reshaped borders, economies, and societies. Its echoes were heard in the rise of totalitarian regimes, the advent of World War II, and the shifting dynamics of global power that continue to shape our world today. As we reflect on the events of World War I, let's remember the sacrifices made by millions and strive for a world where diplomacy and understanding triumph over conflict. It's a poignant reminder of the cost of war and the importance of working toward peace. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below with your thoughts. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed.